My name is Kai, and the purpose of this channel is to reach like-minded individuals with a desire to raise their consciousness and help create a life vibrating in a divine frequencies. So I welcome you. All those who've already subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for who's watching for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. And just like, comment, and subscribe. However, today is our Saturday spell, and I am going to start off with the word sustain. And sustain is something we want to do because I want to sustain this platform and I want it to grow as I go forward. The word sustain, as we were taught, is almost like maintain. However, in the etymology of the word, it was Old French. It meant to hold up, to endure pain and hardship. Sub was to be below, under, and beneath. And that triggered to me. I used to live in New York. I was actually born in New York. So yeah, we had the subway. And where's the subway? It's underground. So I know that the word sub is different from sus, but the word sub is also considered as part of this word sustain in the etymology. So it was derived from sub. Let's go on to my second word is diet. I normally tell people I die not. So I just watch what I eat, and I always make an effort to be mindful of what I'm putting in my temple. However, we all fall short at times. We want to have our cheat days and we want to have our comfort food. However, the word diet, I thought of why does it have to be the word die within that word? Because it's D-I-E, which is die, and the only thing that changed it was T. So it's in the etymology, it did refer to regular food. However, it also was a way of life, and then it also has a part of the word dia, which is D-I-A, and D-I-A means apart, and it's also associated with the Latin language, which means die. So there we go. There we go. The word die. Again, this is the English language. They glorify these things. They don't glorify life, health, wealth. They glorify die, debt. Anything to not raise your consciousness. And that's what we're here for, to raise it, to change our way of speaking and speak life into our words. So let's not say diet. Let's just say what we eat, what we intake. Regardless, if you want to lose some weight, watch how you eat it. Watch what you eat. Be mindful of what you put in your anatomy. Don't die. We don't die here. We got life. Long as we have breath, that is the spirit of life within us. Okay, so my next word is stock. The etymology showed livestock, and I went on to read, and it showed to be pushed, to beat. Something they do with horses, you know, not even horses, donkeys. Here they see them beating the donkeys all the time. I just don't like the idea. It also means to supply. In the 1400th century, it was to imprison. So remember, in New York, one of those historic, our story is we were considered as livestock. The chosen ones, the indigenous people, was considered as livestock. And this is how, just excuse me for the noise, it's in the middle of the day and it's a lot of traffic. However, we were considered as livestock, and they came up with Wall Street and the stock market off of humans. It had nothing to do with investing. Let me take that back. It had everything to do with investing in mankind, human beings. Nothing to do with money, investing in this company and that company. It was investing in slave owners who owned slaves. And that's what they were using us as, stock, which they dropped the livestock off of it, but they were trading livestock for money. That's what it was. So here we go again. These words that we're using, they're casting these spells, and we are still under the spell as much as we use these words. We have to stop. We have to stop. And I'm just here to full coverage my people, anybody who's interested in making a life, creating a life where you have words that will only raise your consciousness, bring you into that divine frequencies, because words is frequencies, words is energy. The next word is integrate. We breaking up the word here. So IN, when the word was created, it really didn't mean that. It didn't mean for you to have something in, bringing in things, bringing in good. It was actually not good, right? So they play with words. They change these words up as we go. And I think, honestly, it just came to me. I think the reason for that is the ones that was naturally and I guess unintentionally created to raise our vibration, they went intentionally and changed that. So when they realized, no, we need to cast spells, that's why they use the word, they say we do spelling. Each word, we have to learn the spelling of the word, right? And here we got definitions. Deaf to your ear. Yeah. So that's another word that's very tricky, and we have to, again, be aware. Let's be aware. That's why I'm speaking. That's why I'm saying our third eye needs to be opened so we can now go on into this life and be more intentional with what we do, what we say, how we act, because we want to be on a higher frequencies. We want to separate ourselves from them low vibrating people, from those people that are stuck under hypnosis and still under that spell. Yeah, that's what we want to do. The last but not least word is limit. And I only use this word because I like words that will lift us up. So the word limit meant restrict. Like, oh no, we don't want any restrictions here. And that was the etymology. Restricts, boundaries. So I went on to check out the word limitless. So the limitless is the boundaries and the restriction. However, less and that. So we're limitless. We are not bound. We have no restrictions. We are limitless. We are loosened. We cut apart from the ones that's bound. We're no longer in that trap. So we are going to stay limitless, and we're going to continue to do what I say. What did I say? We're going to raise our vibrations. We're going to raise our consciousness, because when we riding on a certain frequency, guess what? Nothing, if we don't allow it, can bring us down. Remember, I said if we don't allow it, nothing. And we shouldn't allow anything to bring us down. Let's keep that vibration high. So we are on that divine, that goddess and God vibration, on that frequency. When we pray, when we meditate on something, when we make our affirmations, we hear, even though we call it the third eye, we hear that right there, that pineal gland opens up something with our ears and our internal divine power, that when we speak and when we pray, we hear our answers. We hear it, we feel it in our being. With that being said, I've been talking about at the end of my videos just the changes of the world that's been going on. And I just want us to just, again, don't sleep on that. Remember, we have to be prepared. It's time for us to start buying non-perishable foods. Get your sugars, your flours. I mean, we might not even need sugar. But if you're a person that needs some kind of sweetener, get some sweeteners. Get some agave, get some brown sugar, get some honey. Store those things, because those things have a longer life on the shelf. Store your flour, because you're going to need to make your own breads, maybe. Store non-perishable things. Let's start stocking those things up. And tell your neighbor to do the same. Tell your siblings. I mean, just tell your family members that it's time for us to really start being intentional with what we do. They create the problem so they can come up with a solution, because they already have the solution. So they create the problem. But before that happens, we need to be a step ahead of them. And that's us being prepared. So let's just prepare. That's all I can do, is full courage my peoples to be prepared. I love you guys so much, and I thank you guys again for watching to the end, subscribing, and sharing. Once again, more love.